It doesn't, or Min, you, Min, watching right now, what I was trying to explain to you, I use Chris as my dummy, if he's going to be his dummy, is that we think you stay in front of the guy too much when you could be circling off and setting yourself up for more success. Because when you have success, you want to set yourself up for more success. Okay? So when me and Chris are fighting, and I come in and say I'm Min. Okay, I'm going to role play as Min, and I come in like this. Boom! I get him with the fucking with the lead hook to the body, right? And he goes, ah, shit! And then I bet him with this. I don't want to stay here because Chris is just going to start bopping back if he says, ow, fuck, that hurts. If Chris just bites down on his mouth guard and starts throwing back, now we're both just trading shots. Whereas if I come in, say I have success here, right, and then as soon as even if I don't have success, if I'm already moving to the outside by hitting him with that lead hook, I can easily step out here, boom, boom, and he's got to square up to me. He's got to keep turning himself to come. Now, of course, in boxing, it's not like he's going to stand there and just let me square off like this, but at least he's got to be constantly turning. You see how Chris is going to be constantly turning towards me. So, right. And that's just the game you got to play. Now, if I was, say, I actually think Min was fighting right hand forward, wasn't he? Maybe. Yeah. Just because one thing that works for me is like I said, the lead hook to the body of the head. So I'm thinking he must have been doing it. Right. He must have been doing it like that. Right. But regardless, if you just stay here, square it up, eventually Chris is just going to get fucking pissed off and he's going to start throwing straight back. Whereas I want to be constantly making him reset to me, because at the very least he's got to be thinking like, okay, after I stop getting my ass beat, what am I going to do? That's what I'm trying to say. Is that you should constantly be, after you set yourself up, you should be constantly getting out of his field of fire, setting up whatever you want to call it, flanking maneuver. Because
if you're not doing it, he should be. Like, you won't always be fighting your buddy who's a tomato can and just loves to get his ass beat. Like, because that's the thing is, if you're coming straight down the pipe, somebody's going to sidestep you. So you're going to start coming in with that lead hook. I'm going to start seeing it. I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to put one in you. Right? So like, or somebody good will. I won't. I fucking could box my way out of the boat. But I mean, somebody good will see you coming straight down the pipe. And so you're going to come straight down the pipe with me. And I'm going to fucking do this and fucking punch you in the side of the head. Right? Or whatever. Right? So you don't want to be the last guy to move laterally. You always want to be the first guy to move laterally. That's one of the only cases where you always want to be active. Yeah. Right. The last guy to move laterally is always chasing. So, and he's got to break the lateral movement. Right.
Do you have any tips for Min about his jab?
About the short arm jab. I was talking to Cody today in the kitchen.
We're in the kitchen talking
about the short arm man. Right. Like Min, it tries to run that Muhammad Ali game, trying to throw them things. Right. But the reality is that your jab is never going to be of value apart from just to gauge your rim, to see where you are compared to where he is. Because a buttery jab for me doesn't go very far, and doesn't go very far for you and your short arms either, because Cody's arms are way fucking longer, he's going to go right the fuck through me. Right? Like a big,
especially if I sidestep.
Right? And these things here, so if I extend all the way out, and Cody fucking comes across with one of his, like it's just got so much more butter. Right? So this is his range. You don't want to be there. Right, and your arms are not going to grow between now and the time you die. You're going to be stuck with these short arms. Also, your kids are going to be stuck with these short arms. So you got to have this technology. So you want to, only thing you're using these jab crosses to set up is to get inside of this distance. Because here is where the short arm man shines. Because you can dig. Cody's all fucked up right now, so I'm touching.
No, I was selling it.
Oh yeah. So anyways. So what you want to do, again with that stepping laterally and where it's going to get you, right, is for example, you really just use your jabs to make him cover up. Borderline jabbing him in the hands. Right, so we're here, I send one in, I learn to step with my cross, right, and now I'm on him to the side.
And you see how he immediately moved lateral. He didn't move into me and wait to do this.
Yes.
He was already stepping off.
Yeah. Because what's going to happen if you try and do that same thing without moving laterally is you're going to be like this, and you're just going to hit it in the same fucking spot you got in on. Right? So you have to come around, and you have to use your jab. You have to use your jab just to shelter your aggression in to stay on the kissing zone, right? So you can only really do real damage as a short arm boxer, short arm stand-up fighter inside the kissing zone, right? Because you don't want to be sitting here, he's punching you, you're kicking him. That's fucking bullshit. That's fake news. You don't want that, right? And if Cody's fighting orthodox, so let's say we're fighting traditional, and we're both mirrored, squared, or opposite, whatever the fuck it is.
Orthodox.
So same concept, right? You want to learn to step with your cross, but on the other leg. So I'm going to shell him up, right? I'm going to fucking take that there, step with it, and then you can work your stuff, right? So the other alternative is you might want to, so do same thing, go with the standard, right? So the other option is, and this one's not necessarily the wisest, but it's what you got to do to get inside, right? You can do that same step 2 against a guy who's normal-footed, right? You can make him show up, step with the cross, make sure you're tight, because you might walk into his cross here, but that's why you decided to get his hands in, and now you've got his lateral side. Right, so you got to use those to get in, so you have to have force to get on the inside, and then you have to stay attached. Right, in the striking sense that you're not truly attached, but you've got to stay here. And so you've got to chase him, you can't let him go. You've got to hold things and keep him in there. So that's how I would use the jab. As another guy who is not really reaching out too far. Right, so, you know, but whereas if you're Cody, that's a fucking shitty plan.
Yeah,
right,
terrible. I've got nothing.
Well, it just takes too long to deliver.
I'm slapping, yeah.
It's too long to deliver, right? And there's too much of this humeral length here to fit. Like this is the minimum distance that Cody can deliver uppercuts and body hooks and shit like that, right? Against an opponent who's skilled at fucking defending them in that range. Whereas this is the minimum distance. This is the minimum distance I can do, which is fucking borderline like touching my chest. So you're about the same. And that's pretty much it. That's all I do.
That's, yeah. Honestly, that's what he wanted.
There you go. Now you know.
Nice job, man.
Explain using interpretive dance. Tell your friends.
Check it out.
Check it out.
For your health.